Samuel here, and today I shall be doing an overview of the set 71722 Skull Sorcerer's Dungeon, which has 1,171 pieces, which costs £90 and €100/dollars. And wow, can I just say, guys, up front, this set is amazing. It's got 8 minifigures, and yeah, look, you can see the build. It is amazing. For the sheer, amount of parts and price, it's amazing. Most Star Wars £60 sets don't even have this many pieces. Most sets, even £100 don't have this many pieces. So it is just an amazing deal. The stuff you get is amazing. You get the Skull Sorcerer, then you get Princess Vania, I believe is how you pronounce it. Then you get, so I believe the purple are the geckos and the green are the munes. I'm not sure it's pronounced munes or munanes, but I think Mune sounds better. I think that is what it is. But yeah, you can see it has this, the skull. And wow, this is honestly an amazing set. So without further ado, let's jump into the overview. First up, for the hero minifigures, we have Hero Cole, which is so good. He's finally getting his own season after 9 years, pretty much. And 13 seasons, and technically 2 specials. Well, the pilots, part 1 and 2. But yeah, 2 different specials, being Day of the Departed and the pilot. And all we've had is Day of the Departed, which personally I like. I still actually need to watch it properly, which I will try and get around to that at some point. Maybe I'll do a review of it. Personally, I like it. Most people don't, but I really enjoyed it. It was cool to see Cole and the villains come back, and they didn't ruin more, which I agree with lots of people saying they could have ruined it, because he kind of redeemed himself at the end, which I thought was an amazing arc, because it wasn't over the top. It wasn't for his own selfish gain. He literally did it just so he could give Wu the crystal, and that's pretty awesome. So yeah, here we have Cole with the shield, which looks really awesome. You get this in gold, so that comes with Kai and Zane, and then Cole. Then the silver is Lloyd, Nia, and Jay, which is pretty awesome. So that is the printing, which kind of looks like a tiger face. There is his weapon, which they're getting more accurate, which I really like the fact they're coming more accurate to the screen appearances. And there is his outfit. There's his happy face, and there is his angry face, which is the movie face, which I don't mind. And it's good. They're actually going back to, I believe, that is the, oh wait, no, so that isn't the original one, but it's the new logo. And here you got the back printing and the gold arm. I really like that. I think it is a great inclusion. Here we have my personal favorite being Zane. I just think he's an amazing character. I just think it's so cool. So here we have the shield again, as you can see, and we have the crossbow, which I like the fact that Zane, they just keep going through weapons. So he starts out with shurikens, then he ends up, the bow and arrow, then he had a spear for hunted, then he had the scroll of forbidden spinjitzu, because all of that, and then he had the bow and I said bow and arrow, and the crossbow, which I think is really cool. There is his angry face, which I have to. I'm not the biggest fan of. I just don't think it's Zane. He's meant to be the really cheerful one. And it's the back printing, which I don't see why. I don't think that's kids would prefer. I think another expression for Zane than that, because there's not really much they can do with it, because the hair covers it up, unless we get the new one, which Lego clearly just don't giving us the hairpiece yet, which is fine. They can make us wait for it. We'll get it in the end, I hope, and that they do that. I guess it creates some anticipation, which is fine. They can do that. It's pretty awesome, because then when we get it, we'll be yes, finally. I like the blue strap ribbon on the back, and I really love the look at it, and the gold arm. I think it looks awesome. I know that so many people have kind of complained about it. I controversially don't actually mind. And sorry, just forgot to show you. Here is the shoulder pad, which looks really cool. And I actually completely forgot that they had a clip on the back, which is a bit weird. But I do actually like the night pieces. And here's the new exclusive, the kind of mold for here. And I actually do like the fact, I thought I might as well say this, that they're using the season 11 outfits, but then you know, just repurposing them, which I think's good. But after this season, I think unless I've got a few season ideas, I'll do a video on that hopefully. But yeah, possibly about they could keep him over. But yeah, wow, I'm talking too long about this figure. Here is Lloyd, and as you can see, he has the silver shield, which I do like, and I actually do wonder why do they make you twist it? You know, it's a bit weird, but hey, that is all fine. And as you can see, here is his printing. He has that sword, which I really do like that sword. I think it's a pretty awesome piece, and as you can see, he's got his silver. I like the fact they got all like the little spotted details. That is awesome. Then he's got his happy sort of a one up eyebrow, kind of one down expression. Then he's got his more angry stern face, and on the back again he has lots of little details, which yeah, I really like. And the silver arm I think is good. I know that people said maybe these could have gone the other way round. Looking at it, that could have worked, but you know, I have sort of messed around with it before. I think it's great the way they've done it. So yeah, that is Lloyd, and it's weird he actually gets a completely new outfit, unlike Cole and Zane, which is just repurposed, which I do think is pretty awesome. We have Princess Vania, which I believe she is the new kind of Harumi princess from the trailer from what was the area? Shintaro. Yeah, I love the minifigure. It looks really awesome. There you can see all the details. You can see it's got lots of little details, which are really nice. There you can see it. So yeah, it's got the Friends hairpiece, which is a bit weird for a Ninjago set. But I know they've been like reusing them a bit more lately. And this face, it either looks like she's got a bit of a smile that makes her look evil, or she's evil, but they can't make her evil. Like, come on, we've had evil Harumi, like a princess. We can't have another one, can we? Or is it like, because I know Cole's going to be getting close with her, but we don't know if it'll just be friends. Which, you know, I think he will just stay friends, because then if she's bad and then Cole has a romance with her, it's literally going to be like Lloyd and Harumi. Then it's gonna, you know, it's just gonna be absolutely repetitive. But yeah, I like this minifigure, and I apologize for all my talking here. So yeah, that is Princess Vania. So here we have Ginkle, who is a Gekko, is I believe the pronunciation, as I've said. And, you know, he's not as, I wouldn't say he's as interesting, because he doesn't have, like, the hat, ear, head, you know, piece and the crossbow. But he's still great to have a different version. He has the old, what would you call it, hood, which I think the old hood is actually fine. Like, the new one, it's all right. But, to be honest, I don't really mind 50-50. On that. And as you can see, here is this, he has a little slingshot, and he has some rope detailing, and there is he's more worried, and there he's more like evil crazy face. And I believe he may have a very important storyline, if you've seen the trailer, possibly. It is Mert, and I believe he is part of the Moons, which they are kind of like the tribes, I believe, working under the Skull Emperor, which is pretty awesome. So, as you can see, he has some really awesome body printing, and he has the, the Dragon Hunter, their armor piece in brown and tan, which is awesome. You got this axe, which is pretty cool, and as you can see, there he is. Yeah, I think this is a great minifigure. It actually really reminds me of, I believe it was, yes, Iron Baron, because he has it backwards like he does. And yeah, there's the printing. I do love all like the shading and stuff. They've got so much detail. Like, these minifigures are absolutely amazing. There is the back printing. So yeah, I just think these minifigures are truly amazing. Like, for some reason, something about these figures just shout so unique, so different. So yeah, that is pretty awesome. Warrior, which I believe, looking at the color, these could possibly, well, actually, we can see in the trailer, they're raised by the Skull Sorcerer. We do not know in which way, if they're their own individual, or are they just a figment of his imagination / powers, or hers. We think it's a man, but, you know, there could be, it could be any twist. There could be two of them. Like, I don't think they're going to pull like a Scream kind of move, but, you know, we never know. So, as you can see, he has the green eyes and the black body, which I think is really awesome. And There it is on the back, and yeah, he is quite shiny figure, and yeah, I think this is a great minifigure. Like, it's a shame you only get 3. Like, I'm kind of considering maybe bricks and piecing some, but not too sure on that one. And finally, for the minifigures, we have the Skull Sorcerer themselves, and wow, that's all I can say about this. This is an amazing figure. Yeah, it's been really good, the minifigures this year, like Unagami and, yeah. They both use these road pieces, which is really interesting. Is it just like, I don't know, they just, I'm trying to go in for a pattern here. It's like, last year they both had the scrolls for Bin and Spinjitzu, yeah. So that's pretty awesome, as you can see. I believe this green face may speak, it looks like it. It looks like it's definitely holster magic. And there you can see their body printing, which really reminds me of Klaus. Yeah, I'm definitely on board with that theory. It all kind of makes sense. There's the back. And this new hat mask piece is actually amazing. Yeah. It just looks absolutely amazing. It kind of gives me the plague doctors from England in the plague era. That's kind of what it reminds me of. So that is interesting. Maybe it is. Maybe there's a little real life reference. Who knows? And there you can see his angry face, which I'm so getting Klaus vibes. It couldn't be, maybe not Klaus, but then one of the directors, or was it Tommy Andreas? I know one of them said, it was, I think they said that, no, they don't want to do it as, it can't be Klaus, because if you haven't read The Dark Island, which I haven't, I've only heard people talk about it, that you wouldn't understand, but then again, he could be throwing everyone off. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. Sorry, I just hit the camera too much to focus in. And if we take the wings off, which there we go, you can see how it's built. I do wish that they would stop doing that in trans clear all the time, because it can be annoying. And there is their back printing, which yeah, this is a great minifigure. And yeah, not really sure who this is yet. But as the episodes will come out, I will try and do reviews. And yeah, so that is pretty awesome. So starting off at the bottom, you can see that we have a couple of clips which attach to the part from the dragon, which are pretty awesome. I will show that in a video. And I will show the whole completed one, but currently I have the dungeon and the dragon and Woo's one. So I'm about to complete it yet, but that will be something down the line. So as we can see, we can start it here. There are arrows, which are pretty awesome. You can see the entrance has got these really awesome details. And it's got this, like, what do you call it? Like, parkour path, possibly. You got 2 skulls with the green flame, which are really awesome. Then I believe this is said to be a start sign. Which, yeah, that's pretty awesome. You can see the path, if we can focus in. Follows all the way around here, and this I believe is an extra life, which is pretty awesome. And as you can see, that's from the new Monkey Kid theme, I believe, which is really awesome. As if we follow this around, if I get this out of the camera, you can see we can follow it round. It has a skull there, which I believe is something to do with enemies, but like I said, we'll do an in-depth hopefully on more of the game and the whole building side of this. So there is that area. There is the platform that says to move to that way, and I believe what you do, you kind of do it like that. So I don't think you can do it like that. It has to be from platform to platform, then you know she can jump. There is also a bone here and another life, which is pretty awesome. And you can see there is the little symbol, which is pretty awesome. I don't think it actually has a what do you call it, a proper thing what it's for, but it does. And you can see there are some traps again with the horns. And what you do with this, you move it to do this, but then this is the interesting part. Moving this then operates everything. So as you can see, I am moving these hooks, but then also I'm moving these trapdoors, but then also I am moving, if you do it enough, there we go, I am moving the trapdoor, the cage, up and down, which is a really awesome feature, and it literally the rope goes in here, instant gears, and all the way out there, so that is really awesome, and you can see that there. So yeah, this looks really awesome, this area. And then what you do, if we add a minifigure, let's just quickly grab Carl. You put him on here, and you can push him forward, which I am actually having issues here. I'm trying to hold. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you simply just push that in, which is really awesome. And as you saw, they are cooking some fish. Yeah, I think I should, you know, see about that fish, because that green does not look healthy to me. And there is the skull, which is pretty awesome. Then traveling, we'll show this in a minute. Traveling down to this side, you can see it's not as much in depth, but this is where the skull, what is it? The skull saucer is like the other part that goes to it, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, so you kind of follow it around. It's also got this side bit, which I think is really awesome because it kind of gives you this funny angle. And there's another life, and then also back here is a pot of weapons. There's also a musket gun, I believe is the name there, and there's a clip to attach the other part. And yeah, so that is what that looks like. There is the skull. And then if we move over into this corner, you can see that it has a little platform. I apologize, guys, for the quality in that bit. It just has to, it doesn't really want to focus in sometimes, which is annoying. Oh. And then, so here we have an axe, which I'm not sure is it a game aspect or is it for Mert, I believe I said his name was. I have not memorized that name yet. And yeah, that is pretty awesome. So that keeps that together, and you can see more of the clips. And also this follows that around to go up there. Here is the back, which I will show you that feature in a minute, which I just reminded myself of. So here is this room with, I believe that is a ukulele, I believe. If anyone's remembering that scene of Kermit sitting on the log, please comment that below, because yeah, I'm really getting that vibe here. That's kind of what makes me think it is. Then you've got this armor piece, which also reminds me of another set bit. Well, actually, that wasn't a set, but this does, being the Thanos minifigure version. Now, here is a possible spoiler. This is the Skull Sorcerer, possibly. Yeah, so that is possibly the Skull Sorcerer. Maybe it's their brother, father, them before, them being evil, someone else, we don't really know yet. Here you got a little wand, which I find really funny, and you've got this, like, spell area with this green candle, which I think is pretty awesome. There we have that room. Then we have the bottom room, which is pretty awesome too. So as you can see, we have some golden parts of gold, which is cool. We've got all the gears, which as you can see, there's one here, there's 3 there, and there's 2 more here, and here's like the string, which helps the whole feature go around, which is pretty awesome. And as you can see, we have one of the swords, which I will for the overview, the other part of the video, I will tell you the name of them. So here is that, and there's also this corner, which if we can zoom in far enough, I'm sorry, for some reason the camera does not want to, the light does not want to get in there, but there you go, you can see that's definitely not chocolate. So yeah, there's the feature, and then if I activate it, you can see it's from the back, which I think is really cool. Hang on, if we shut that up, you can also see some flames, which is really unconventional putting them in there, but I thought that was such an amazing feature. Like, I was really blown away at that, because I wasn't really sure if it would be like that or not. But yeah, so as you can see, that is that. So yeah, I think this is a really awesome back area. So yeah, let's go on to the final area, which is up above. Side note before we go up there, here is also another life, which is hidden right here, and I will quickly show you around here. There is nothing, well, I've already pointed that one out. So if we move this around, oh, and it had the camera, that was not helpful. So here we can actually have a closer look at the cage. As you can see, it's actually a really nice build. Yeah, it's pretty much identical to one we've had before, but you can't really do much about that, but it's still pretty awesome. And as you can see, you can hook it up there, which again is really awesome. And there is another shot of the temple. And once you have finally reached this point, you can then climb up these stairs, possibly grab a health, get a snack if you're a dog, and then if you are a human character. You can then go up here to the overall top of the set, which is really awesome, where you can have the Skull, Sorcerer and Cole battle out. And as you can see, there will be a feature to this. So they are like this, but then what you do, you flick that up and it opens up, which is pretty awesome. You can see all the rock detailing, which is really nice. You can also see the skull, which is awesome. And I believe the swords are called the Swords of Deliverance. But I think apparently this could be the Shadow Sword of Deliverance, which is really awesome. And yeah, you can see all the rock detailing. And yeah, that is the overall set. Also included with this set, guys, you can see is these little stands, which so I believe when you get attacked by the villains, you take one of these off, then you pull the other ones off, is what makes sense, I would say, to me. I still actually haven't looked into that, but in that video, when I do get around to getting them all when I can, I will do that. So yeah, that's what they look like. It is pretty you know, it's pretty awesome, it's pretty cool. Nothing too exciting, but yeah. But this, on the other hand, is pretty exciting. As you can see, it is a Lego dice. Yeah, a dice, ever how you wish to call it. And as you can see, it has two. Then a skeleton face, a 1, a heart, a 3, and a skeleton face. Then again, a 2, and a heart, and a 1, and a skeleton face. And yeah, I believe I said them all. Maybe a 3 and a heart and a 2 and a skeleton face. But yeah, it's dual molded. It's pretty awesome. It's kind of like a spinner. Again, let's borrow Zane. Hang on. Yeah, so they don't exactly fit in them, guys. Like, well, Zane didn't. You kind of, it's easier if you pop that off and you kind of do that. And there is where Zane went. So yeah, I think it works. So that is it, guys. That is my overview of this set. I think it's amazing. Like, you know, Ninjago fan, not Ninjago fan, if you like what you see, you will love it even more. Like, it is amazing. Yeah, so I hope that was quicker than a normal review, because that's what my overview. I think I will do a video explaining what an overview is, because some people might be like, they're not interested because it's not a review, even though it's just another word for a review, really. I kind of just want to make it shorter and something different. So yeah, it's in a really awesome set. And warning, as you saw, I left the shield in front of him. It ended up over there. So can I just say, just let either hold it or just don't do it like that, because you may lose it. And yeah, this is an amazing set. I love the fire feature. The features are really awesome. Personally, I prefer to leave it up like this, so then I can actually fit it on my shelf. So yeah, Cole is dropping off, and that seems like a sign that the video should be over by now. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.